Hello, Northland family. I'm excited to talk to you about something that maybe you don't get talked to about a lot, and that is the subject of money. When you hear church and you hear money, you may have some feelings about that based on your history with church or even your family history with money, but money is something that's spoken about many times in the Bible. In fact, it's one of the things that Jesus talked about the most. And so in Malachi 3:10, it says, "Test me in this, bring your tithes to the storehouse and see if I don't pour out abundant blessings on you, blessings that even your barns cannot handle." Now, when you hear that, you may have some questions. What is a tithe? What is a blessing? What is a storehouse? Well, let me start with the storehouse. The storehouse is the actual church. So we are to bring these things called tithes to the church. Now, what is a tithe? A tithe is a systematic gift that's 10% of what you make. So 10% of what you make belongs to the Lord, so you give that back to Him. Now, then we have tithes and we also have offerings. So an offering would be above and beyond the tithe. Now, some would say, wait a minute, isn't a tithe an Old Testament thing? It is, and then when you go to the New Testament, it actually is more than 10%. So 10% is like a baseline of a regular gift. And some of us did not grow up or have a mindset of giving regularly. So we just kind of give when we're asked, and so when the ask is there, we give. But there is something to be said about a regular systematic gift. Now, if you look in the worship guide that we put out every week, telling us where we are financially, you will see a number that's typically there, and it's 95%. And what that means is we regularly hit 95% of our budget with our tithes that come in regular gifts. And it would be great for us to see that 100% so that we can continue to do what God's called us to do. Now, once you've committed and you're giving of your tithe, then what we want you to do is pray about and consider giving above and beyond that. We have an initiative called Above and Beyond that's going to help launch Mercy Road, our non-traditional ministries, but also some of our capital expenditures that we need to take care of is going there as well. And so we have a few weekends that we are going to designate where you're going to bring that gift, you're going to come forward, and together we're going to present those gifts to the Lord corporately in the church. And the first weekend is October 14th and 15th. So I want to encourage you to figure out how you can have a healthy relationship with money, give to God what belongs to Him in our tithes, but also out of the abundance of what He's giving us, the blessing that He's giving us. Because remember I said you might not understand the blessing, but the blessing is God saying, out of your obedience and out of my goodness and my favor, I am going to give you something. And that something is that blessing that overflows from His goodness. And so Northland, I want to encourage you to be involved not only in serving here at Northland, but also giving of your tithes and your offerings. Thank you so much.